Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to a special Thursday edition of Live AF from AFCollectors.com here. We're here on a special night. Um, just because we did our show late last week and wanted to give a little extra time for some more news to trickle in before we did another show. So here we are. I think next week we'll catch up back to Wednesdays. So we'll be back to normal time Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern time. But for today, here we are. It's Thursday. It's the day before Veterans Day. So happy Veterans Day to everybody, and a big thank you to all those who have served, are serving, and will serve. We appreciate your service greatly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, hope everybody got out and voted the other day. We don't get political here on AF Collectors, but it's worth mentioning. So hopefully you all did that. And now it's time to talk toys, talk action figures as we always do. I think we'll have a bit of a shorter show here today. Not a ton of new stuff going on, but we'll run down, what is new. And I got a few things to show you that I picked up at the stores throughout the week, and just some toy hunting. And yeah, we'll get on into it here and see what we got. So I'm going to share out a couple of things here as we normally do, and we'll take a look and see what's good. All right, hang on just a second. Get this moving here. There we are. All right. So just to run it down, the usual stuff. This is the main website, AFcollectors.com. This is where you come for all the hub stuff, to get to all of our social media, to see what's featured on the YouTube page right here. Brand spanking new video from New York Comic Con. We have finally loaded all of the New York Comic Con videos and content to AF Collectors. So when you go to the YouTube page, when you go to the playlist for New York Comic Con 2022, that's it. That's everything. That's all we took. That's all we did. There's a pretty good amount of cool stuff in there. So I will put the link to the playlist into the description of the video after we're done for today, so you guys can all go and see all of the videos from New York Comic Con. There's some really cool stuff in there, so check that out. But yeah, go to AFcollectors.com, actionfigurecollectors.com, and you can get to everything that you need to get to right from here. All right. Then there's our Facebook page. Of course, all the news is here that we post, all the regular news, and links to other stuff throughout the week. Just mentioned before, the YouTube page, lots and lots of Comic-Con stuff here. You can even get to our past live AF shows. You see we've done quite a few of them now. So there you go. There's it's a good resource for you there. Please, please, please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you wouldn't mind. We need more subscribers. And then ring that bell so you get notifications of new stuff that we post. And there are a lot of new things coming. I'm looking, as always, at a pile of items that need to be reviewed. So hopefully over the long weekend, I'll have a chance to start catching up on review stuff. You'll see that stuff start popping up. And of course, we have the Twitter page. We've got the Instagram stuff. We've got the TikTok with our quick AF reviews that appear here. You'll always see little quick hits here. I got to upload a couple new ones there too. I'm a little bit behind, everybody. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that's our social stuff. Like I always say, we try to keep things a little bit different across the channel, so it's not the same old on every single channel. So definitely sign up for all of it if you'd like, and you'll see some cool stuff here and there. All right. Let's see. Let's get into the events. So we were at Rhode Island Comic Con this past Saturday. We were only there one day, unfortunately. We couldn't do all 3 days like we did last time. Last time was with another news outlet that I was with, but this year we were back as AF Collectors. But we only could do one day, unfortunately. I have a pretty good amount of photos to post. Those will appear on the website and the Facebook page. I got to still upload those. I'll probably do that either later tonight or sometime tomorrow. But you'll see those. We took some pictures of things going on around the show. Had some little bit of technical difficulties, so I didn't quite get as many photos as I would have liked. But you'll get a sense of what was at the show and how things were going. Um, Tons and tons of celebrities, really, really cool individuals. We got to speak to a couple of folks, and they were very, very friendly. And a lot of these guys are just like us, just regular people. So it was nice to see that. And we had a few laughs with actually the T1000. He was absolutely fantastic. So yeah, it was a good time. Lots of dealers. Lots to choose from. I would say it's still a little bit Funko Pop heavy. Everybody loves pops. Everybody hates pops. No matter who you are, you're going to own a pop one way or another. They're going to come out with something that you have to have. Trust me. But there's just so many pop dealers. I said pop dealers, POP, right there. Let's not get anything confused here. So still a lot of that around the show. But outside of that, it was a pretty good variety of stuff, vintage, new, oddities here and there. My buddy Andrew K was there, and he had a great selection of vintage stuff and some newer stuff too. So really great setup. He did very well from what I understand at the show. So I would recommend it, next year if you're in the Rhode Island area. It's going to be the first weekend of November 2023. Check it out. It's a great show. It's a little different from New York Comic Con or San Diego Comic Con. That's another recommendation I would have for Rhode Island Comic Con is, take it to the next level. Bring in some other folks like they do at San Diego and New York, have some media events and such, and have Hasbro there. Hasbro's right across the street from the convention center. That's another thing. We saw the Hasbro building while we were there. They're right across the street. Invite them, have them come over and show off some stuff, expand, make it into a New York Comic Con or a San Diego Comic Con. This show has the potential to do it. They just got to take that next step, I think. And also good friend, Eric Yako, who runs one of the local comic shops here in Connecticut, right down the street from where I'm sitting right now, actually. He's a part of one of the showrunners there. So if you're listening, those are my suggestions. Take it to the next level, man. You guys can do it. I know it. You have the potential to make this show huge. And I'd love to see it because it is a great show. It's one of my favorites of the year to go to. So looking forward to 2023. Check it out if you can. Rhode Island Comic Con. All right. Moving on to news. We've got the 10th episode of Andor came out yesterday, and I just watched it very late last night. My God, the intensity of some of these episodes is just off the charts, and this was definitely one of them. Some of the episodes are very slow. The show itself has been a little on the slow side as far as ramping up the story, but I think very purposely. If you got to have an attention span to watch this show, you have to be invested in Star Wars. You have to be invested in the fact that this is a transition period between when the Emperor took control, when the Empire took control, and when we get to the events of like Rogue One and New Hope. So, this is not space battles. This is not lightsabers. This is a story of how the rebels pretty much came to be. So, and it's very intense. If you can get yourself into it, if you can put all the other stuff past you, expectations of usual Star Wars, and really just enjoy a story, and appreciate the depth that Andor is getting into the story of how the rebels came to be. It's really fantastic. And the build up to this episode and the payoff is absolutely fantastic. So I'm not going to spoil anything because it's worthy of you just watching episode 10 of Andor. Really, really well done. So I'm very pleased with this show, where at first I was ready to stop watching after the first few episodes. I'll admit that. And I'm glad that I stuck with it. So you got to have patience. you have to have an attention span. If you get past those couple of things, you're gonna love the show. It's great. It's good Star Wars. It's a really good Star Wars. All right, that's my pitch for Andor. Oh, hey, what happened? Oh, I think we lost something. Hold on a second. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I lost my browser window there for a second. Okay, moving on. So just some movie related stuff. We've got Black Panther Wakanda Forever this weekend. It's actually in theaters right now. My oldest daughter is watching Black Panther Wakanda Forever as I'm doing this broadcast. She beat me to it. I can't believe it. So I will see it this weekend. We'll talk a little bit more about it on the next big broadcast here for AF Collectors Live AF. But get out there and see it. It's going to be the biggest movie of the weekend for sure, probably for the next few weeks. It heard nothing but great things. I think it's going to be one of the best Marvel movies we've seen. I hope so. I hope I'm not overhyping, but greatly looking forward to seeing this one. So I've asked my daughter, for no spoilers, but I definitely want to know what she thinks. So we'll see what she thinks of it, and then I'm going to check it out with my other two kiddos on Saturday. So looking forward to it. Can't wait. It's out in theaters this weekend. Go see it. We'll talk about it next week. All right. Next up, just a reminder, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special is coming up. It will be out on November 25th. So it's just a few weeks from now. You're going to see that on Disney Plus. All right. Also, Andor, Disney Plus as well. Make sure we get that in. Then a week from today, oh my God, A Christmas Story Christmas. If you haven't watched the trailer, go and watch it. It's amazing. It is basically the same actors from the original Christmas Story getting together 40 years later in real time, 40 years from where the last movie was set in the late 30s, I believe, 1937 to 1977 or somewhere around that time. And it's Christmas time again, of course. And Ralphie comes back home, meets up with all of his old buddies, brings his family. So you got to watch the trailer. Watch the trailer, and then HBOMax, November 17th, that's a week from today, it premieres. And I cannot wait to see it. So Christmas Story, is my top number one most favorite Christmas movies of all time, without question. We always watch the 24-hour marathon. It's on in the background from 8 o'clock at night, Christmas Eve, until it goes off at 8 o'clock the following day, Christmas Day. So it's a must see. So we're looking forward to maybe adding a new tradition, watching A Christmas Story Christmas along with the original. So there you go. Next week, 11/17, check it out. HBO Max. All right, let's get into some actual action figure news. So we talked about the crowdfunded Masters of the Universe Mattel Origins Eternia playset. So this is actually done. The campaign is over. It hit 9,291 backers, which is pretty damn impressive. The only thing that sucks is it just missed the unlock number 3 with the Keklar figure and the King Grayskull for everybody. So King Grayskull was originally promised to early bird folks that funded early on. So I believe those folks will still get King Grayskull. But because unlock number 3 was not reached, not everybody will get the King Grayskull figure, which really, really sucks. I mean, it missed it by 789 backers. Man, come on, Mattel. You can throw the bone. Come on, do it. Gosh, almost there. I mean, it's almost silly for them not to do it. But hey, it's funded. It's there. You're going to get at least the 2 unlocks. We got that far. It was originally targeted for 5,000. It's at over 9,000. That's pretty impressive for a $550 playset. So 9,291 very, very happy individuals, I think, once this thing is released, because it's very, very impressive. So congratulations to everybody that backed this. Thank you for participating in such a thing and making it successful, because now we'll see more of this type of thing. And thank you to Mattel for making it happen, because this is really, really cool. And I can't wait to see what they're going to do next. So good stuff. All right, moving along. Let's get into some Hasbro stuff. Let's talk another crowdfund. This is the HasLab Deathsaurus Transformers Generations Deathsaurus. This one just started. It's moving along pretty good. It's got 32 days left, a little over 32 days left, and 6,165 backers. We're looking to get 11,000. This one's not quite as expensive, $180 USD. Yeah, not terrible. I think it'll get there. I hope it'll get there, just because they did do the Star Saber figure, which kind of goes with Deathsaurus. So, it would be nice to have those two that kind of go together. And I think they've got a picture down here of the two. Yeah, there they are. Fortunately, you can't make that a larger picture, but it's Victory Saber, Star Saber, kind of goes hand in hand with Deathsaurus. So I really hope this one gets funded just for that, for those that do have Victory Saber, Star Saber already. So we'll keep an eye on this one. It's got 32 days to go. So over the weeks here on Live AF, we will continue to monitor. So go ahead and back that if you haven't already. The link is in the description, and you can get right to Hasbro Pulse here and HasLab. All right, continuing with Hasbro, and also just going back to the Black Panther stuff. Hasbro sent us a ton of photos and details, product details for all of their Black Panther offerings that's out there right now, new stuff that's out there now for the new movie, and things that kind of go with the movie. So you can go in here, I'll put the link in the description, and you can read all about these products. Look at that. It's just, it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. There are a lot of things to talk about here. So I will show you, in the interest of time, some photos though. This is the comic version of Black Panther from Marvel Legends, Hasbro Marvel Legends. This figure is nice. Definitely want to get my hands on one of these for my own collection. I love that classic vintage Black Panther look. A little closer. And it comes with the Build-A-Figure part. All these Marvel Legends for Wakanda Forever will come with that, with those parts. There's Namor, the Submariner. There you go. Take a quick look here. There you go. There's another Build-A-Figure part. It's Atuma is the Build-A-Figure, by the way. So we'll just kind of scroll through here. All of she comes with the head Build-A-Figure. Nakia, Marvel's Nakia. Really cool figures, alternate head. So you get the helmeted head there, and then we get a good portion of the Build-A-Figure. Here's Ironheart. This is more of a deluxe size figure. Really, really cool. Looking forward to seeing how this all unfolds in the movie. So there's, of course, a alternate head, so she's not wearing her helmet all the time. You can actually see what Ironheart looks like. Here's all the accessories that come with this one. A really, really cool offering. And then we have the Black Panther from the movie. Who could it be? I don't know. A little closer look. And then here's the Build-A-Figure put together. Really cool. Really, really cool. And this is, oh gosh, Ross, I forget his name. Also from the movie. And then we've got another comic book figure here of one of the Black Panther bad guys. The name is slipping at the moment. You guys can put it in the comments if you like. I'm sorry, I can't remember everything all the time. I try. All right, just a few other offerings here. These are all out in stores now. You can get. Oh boy, we've got some loading problems here. And we got some role play items also out there. There you go. Look at that. And Monopoly too. There's always room for Monopoly. All right, then we're back around to the first image there. So yeah, you can go and check this out on your own. Read up as much as you'd like and take a look at those pictures. This link will be in the description for you. Still sticking with Hasbro. Let's talk about Bring Home the Galaxy. This is a series of reveals, new products from for Star Wars across the number of weeks, and Hasbro participates in it every week with a new reveal. This week, we're revealing available on Walmart the Vintage Collection Arc Commander Colt, and the Vintage Collection available at Target Boba Fett. Not just any Boba Fett now. Let's take a look. This is Boba Fett VC Vintage Collection in his classic Kenner colors. So they've done this with the Black Series figure already, right? And they've also done the 3 3/4 inch figure in the animated style. Now you've got the 3 3/4 inch figure in the vintage original Kenner colors, and it looks really spectacular. So definitely gonna have to get my hands on one of those. And then here's our Commander Colt as well from the Clone Wars. 20 years Clone Wars, crazy. There you go. And back to Boba Fett. I will put this link as well in the description for you, so you can get right to it, and you can read a little bit more on these two figures. Again, Commander Colt, Walmart, Boba Fett, Target, and I believe they are available for pre-order as of yesterday, so you can hop on in and grab those. All right, lastly on the action figure news list here, I haven't had a chance to get this onto the website just yet. I will either later tonight or sometime tomorrow, but Mezco latest offering of 112 collective, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Deluxe box set. So sticker shock, right? $400, but you get every single one of the original Power Rangers in their original uniforms. Let's take a look at them. This is actually the first time I'm even taking a look at these photos. It's been a little bit of a busy time, so I've been kind of running around trying to get things updated. So I just kind of saw these today. Hadn't had a chance to look. So this is me and you looking at these photos for the first time. Maybe not for you, but for me, for sure. So there he goes, Red Ranger, Black Ranger, Yellow Ranger, Pink Ranger, Blue Ranger, and there they are all together. These are the actual figures here, by the way. They look fantastic. They really do. So we get a couple of close-up shots here. There's Black Ranger again, blue, red, some action poses, showing off some of their accessories that they come with. Here's the posability. I mean, it doesn't really get much better than this as far as likeness and posability, folks. See a little bit more. All right, so here you go. Here are the alternate heads. So let's see if I remember. Billy, Trini, Jason, Kimberly, and Zach. I think I got them all, right? You guys correct me if I'm wrong. I used to love Power Rangers growing up. I'd come home from school and watch it. It was right on that cusp of when I was getting out of that sort of thing, and then got back into it a couple of years later for toy collecting. There was a tiny little gap where I wasn't into it. But yeah, I used to watch this after school, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, every single day. So I do apologize if I messed up any of the names, but the likenesses are absolutely fantastic. And there's, of course, the weapons combined. That's a cool shot right there. It's kind of like the movie poster. And here we go. Now we get to take a look at all of the accessories that come with these figures. So there you go. There's the base, spot on, power coin type bases. Very good, nice little touch. Mezco. Lots of extra hands, the alternate head. I just wanted to see one quick thing. Yeah, okay. Here's the Yellow Ranger. Again, alternate head. There's the base, lots of hands. More of the same here for the Black Ranger, the Pink Ranger, the blue. And then here we go. Here's more weapons for Blue Ranger, yellow, and pink. More Blue Ranger, Black and Red Ranger. You got the charged version of the sword. And these are the 3 Thunder Slingers, the five blade blasters, and the holsters for them as well. Fantastic. Little details. You've got the sorted blast effects, and oh my god, the dragon shields, removable dragon shields. You can throw one on the Black Ranger, you can throw one on the Red Ranger, or you can mix and match and make up new stories. And there we go. There it is. There it is all together. The Mega Blaster with the blast effects. That's pretty cool stuff. So for $400, you get 5 figures. It's less than $100 a figure. Tons of accessories, alternate heads. You know, it may look like a lot of money, but when you break it down, you're getting a pretty good deal here for 5 figures, 5 crazy detailed figures. And I would imagine this one's probably going to have a good good following and a good you know, I don't want to say secondary market, but yeah, that's what it is, secondary market value. This will be worth some money if you are planning to invest, put it that way. All right, there you go. Ships in July, between July and September of 2023. So we've got a little bit of a wait for this, but you know, here's all the accessories you get listed out. And again, I'll post this link into the product. I'm sorry, the video description, and then I'll also be posting this on AFCollectors as well. This news. So there you go. This is a pretty big deal for this week. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 112 Collective Deluxe box set from Mezco. Really cool stuff. All right, and that does it. That's the news. So we'll get into a couple other things here, and then we'll call it a show. Just a reminder, if you'd like to help us out here at AFCollectors, we do have our affiliate program with Entertainment Earth. I'll put a special link into the video description, and if you wouldn't mind clicking into that for your action figure needs, a little tiny portion of your purchase from Entertainment Earth comes to us to help us keep delivering the news to you. Doesn't increase your price at all. It's just a little something from Entertainment Earth comes our way when you make a purchase. And you can even go and purchase your 112 Collective Power Rangers box set that we just talked about. So there you go. There's an incentive right away. So don't go there yet. Wait to get the link in the description. Because we always appreciate that little tiny bit of help. All right, cool. All right, so let me unshare here, and we'll get to the last portion of our show. I'm going to show you the weekly finds that I've come across in either stores or mail order. It just so happens to be all store stuff this week. The first thing I'm going to show you, if you don't want to know what Michael Keaton's Batman will look like in the new Flash movie, turn away for a few minutes. Maybe not a few minutes, a few seconds, I don't know. But turn away. I'll tell you when to come back. Just hide your eyes, because I came across in Target. This was found in Target, only at Target. Hallmark ornaments. They actually have, from the Flash, Batman. So there you go. There's Michael Keaton Batman. I mean, it's just an ornament, so it's not, it's not like crazy detailed. It's still gonna be a surprise when we actually see him for real on screen for the very first time. But this give you an idea of what he's going to look like. So there you go. It is a Target exclusive Hallmark ornament. It was $9. Got the Flash logo on there, and it's definitely the Michael Keaton Batman. So there you go. Get a little bit closer for you. Take a look. Show you the back, the cape. Really, really cool. So far, so good. I like what I see. So we'll see what happens as we get closer to June 23rd release of the Flash, which by the way is my birthday. So hopefully it'll be a good birthday present. We shall see. All right, next up. This was also found in Target. Kind of a different thing. I did buy the Spider-Man of this set. And of course, when you have a Spider-Man figure, you got to have the Green Goblin figure to go with it. So this is Spidey and his amazing friends from the newer Disney Plus show that's out there on Disney Plus. It's kind of a kitty type of show, kitty stylized type of show. I haven't watched any of the episodes. From what I understand, though, it's actually very entertaining. So I got to get in there and check it out. But I do have the back here. I do have the Spider-Man figure right here. So I can pass on some of the other ones, but I definitely wanted the Green Goblin, because you can't have Spidey without a Green Goblin. So he comes with his Goblin glider. He's got the pumpkin bomb here, and just that overall really cool Green Goblin look to him. So these two figures will go very nicely together on the old shelves in the Fortress of Solitude here. So you got this was found in Target. So if you're looking for those, go check them out. They were a little bit harder to find when they first came out, but hopefully this restock here will help out a bit. So go and check them out. All right. Last but not least, and that would have been the only two things if I hadn't gone to Walgreens before the big broadcast here today. I needed to stop in for a couple things. And of course, you got to look at the toys when you go into Walgreens. So I happened to find something cool. You probably have seen these before. Marvel, they've been done for Marvel. They've been done for Star Wars in bigger and smaller formats. They've also been done for smaller G.I. Joe from Five Below. But these are the Hasbro sort of static, limited articulation figures. And I happened to come across a Cobra Commander this evening. I had seen the Storm Shadow and the Snake Eyes, and I believe Duke already. And I passed on those. But this figure looks so freaking cool. And I'm a huge Cobra Commander fan, if you didn't know that. And he looks a heck of a lot like the cartoon Cobra Commander. And it's just funny because on the back, the artwork actually looks more like the classified 6-inch figure from Hasbro, the classified G.I. Joe figure. That's pretty much spot on that version of the figure. But this one, which is what 8-inch, 10-inch figure, is more in line with the cartoon. So really, really cool. I couldn't resist. He comes with the staff here, which is actually, if you really get in there, it looks almost like a sword. Like it could be used as a sword with with this being the hilt of it. So really, really cool. It could use a few little paint touch-ups here to give it a little more detail, like the collar. Could have the little, it has them, but it's not colored in, the black little triangles that he has. Also the boots down here, you could change those. There's not the paint job isn't quite right down there. I'm nitpicking, I know. What else had I seen when I was looking at this before? There was one other thing. Probably the top of the helmet, it usually has that little like glare on it. And oh yeah, the straps around, there we go. See the knife there? The straps for the knife are not quite painted black either. So really, really, I'm nitpicking like crazy here. I don't usually do that, but this is a cool freaking figure as far as like a likeness goes from the cartoon. And it was cheap. It was like $12, I think $11. So it doesn't break your bank, and displays really, really nice. Again, this was at Walgreens. So go check out your Walgreens. They're stocking up for their Christmas season. So lots of cool stuff coming out. And that's it. That's all I got. Just 3 items this week. And that's the show. I think we've done a show. I think it was a good show. A little bit shorter this week, but that's okay too. So I appreciate everyone watching as always, whether it's live or pre-recorded later on. All the stuff we talked about, the links will be in the description as always. And again, thank you, veterans. Have a great Veterans Day. Have a great weekend. Get out there, do some toy hunting. And we will be back here at our usual time of Wednesdays at 9 o'clock Eastern time with next week's live AF action figure discussion and review of the news. All right. So have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend. I will see you all next week. Bye, everybody.